Burdened with disturbing news, Captain Dobbin takes the earliest possible coach to Brighton.
It must be such a blow to cut short your honeymoon, George.
But when do we leave? What's the news?
We embark next week. Napoleon could be upon us within the month. But I wouldn't mention too much to Miss Amelia, to Mrs. Osborne. I mean, many people think there mayn't be any fighting after all.
Agreed. But did you see my father?
Yes. He sent you this letter.
Huh? This isn't his handwriting.
It's his lawyer's.
In consequence of the marriage which you have pleased to contract, he ceases henceforth to consider you as a member of his family. Well, then it says that all I can have is the part of my late mother's estate which is mine by right.
Best read to the end. I did my best, George.
He declines to receive any communications from me on this or any other subject. This determination is final and irrevocable.
I'm so sorry.
Well, a pretty way you've managed the affair. Why couldn't we have waited? A shot might have done for me in the course of the war, and how will Emmy be bettered by being left a beggar's widow? Oh, but you were never easy until you'd got me married and ruined.
Well, I've tried to apologise. I'm sorry, but you'll just have to live on your pay till your father relents. And if you die, you leave Amelia 100 a year.
How the deuce am I to keep up my position in the world on such paltry sums?
Some of us manage.
What choice do I have?
Your father can't be angry with you for long. Nobody could. And you know that for myself, I really don't care, so long as we have each other.
Bless you, Emmy.
Besides, you said that your mother has left you £2,000. That sounds an immense deal of money to me, if we're prudent.
God preserve your innocence, Emmy. Now, I need to go.
Off to the Crawleys again?
I'm not getting dressed up for nothing. The waistcoat's very fine, isn't it?
Yes, but...
What? The Crawleys are good company, and I fancy a game of cards.
George, I worry...
You can always come if you wish.
No. Take care of yourself. Give my best wishes to Becky.
Amelia looks at the great funereal damask pavilion that is her marital bed and longs for her own little room at home. She has only been married a week, and already George seems eager for the society of others. Captain Rawdon Crawley and his wife, meantime, sit on their Brighton balcony.
I say, Becky, what'll Mrs. O do when Giorgio goes out with the regiment?
Cry her eyes out.
Whereas you, I suppose, don't care a damn.
Don't be a wretch. You know very well that I intend to go with you. Besides, you're different. You go as General Tufto's aide-de-camp. And by the way, don't forget to collect the gambling debts off that silly young Cupid Georgie before he goes.
Is it likely I'd forget, given the state of our finances? Gad, it's so damn frustrating. Here we are living on credit, and there's Auntie just a few doors away loaded with cash, and she won't even speak to me.
Don't despair just yet.
Oh?
The family have had it their own way so far, setting your aunt against you and your marriage, but they've overplayed their hand. Your aunt loves gossip and high living. She's not going to want to be a stay-at-home invalid forever if she can avoid it. Here she is, in Brighton, and she hardly ever goes out.
Worse luck.
But I'll tell you who does go out every day because she adores bathing.
Who?
Oh, I see it all with my telescope. Auntie's companion, Miss Briggs, of course. She's always had a soft spot for us.
And so, early one morning, as Miss Briggs emerges from her bathing machine after an invigorating swim, she sees a familiar face.
Oh, Miss Sharp! Mrs. Crawley.
Dear Miss Briggs, dear friend.
Well, I'm not sure that
Miss Briggs. Arabella, I know that my marriage to Captain Crawley has displeased your mistress, but surely that is not a reason for us to be enemies.
Of course, I am fond of you, but I don't think...
I know. Times have changed. I gather Mrs. Bute Crawley, Miss Crawley's sister-in-law, has control of the household now. No doubt she values you as I do.
Well, no, she doesn't. I'm constantly pushed away from my dear Matilda as if I didn't exist.
How kind of a vicar's wife to be so charitable.
And Matilda, Miss Crawley, is not at ease. She's concerned for her health, of course, always has been, but Mrs. Bute lords it so. Dear Miss Crawley is so anxious and so cowed and so unhappy.
How different when it was you and I, dear Arabella.
Indeed, indeed.
So where will it end?
Who can tell? But I can tell you, Mrs. Bute's husband has just fallen from his horse and broken his collarbone. She's going to have to return home.
Oh, dear. How very sad.
Brussels!
Brussels! And victory!
Victory!
And death to Boney!
Death to Boney!
George, I'm sorry, but I had not fully understood.
Not understood what, my love?
The regiment is ordered away so soon.
I told you before, Emmy.
Yes, but
It's only a 12-hour sea passage. It won't hurt anyone. Will it, Mrs. Crawley?
It certainly won't hurt me, Captain Osborne. I have every intention of going, but then, of course, I'm practically on the staff. General Tufto is a great flirt of mine.
Yeah, capital fellow, and a good friend of mine, too.
No harm in you coming if you want, Emmy. Mrs. Crawley can be a chaperone.
Yes, but it's different from Mrs. Osborne.
Oh?
She's not used to. Well, just think of...
Well, Emmy?
thank you, Captain Dobbin. But I must and I will go.
Bravo! Well said!
Bravo! Bravo! Who'd have thought she'd show so much spirit?
Later that evening, Captain and Mrs. Crawley plan another move in their very own military campaign.
Now, my dear, if you please, sit down at the writing table.
But Becky...
I want you to pen me a pretty little letter to Miss Crawley.
Now?
Mrs. Bute is gone. This is our moment.
Ah, wait. Brighton. Thursday.
Very good.
My dear aunt... Betty, what am I supposed to say?
Before quitting the country and commencing a campaign which very possibly may be fatal.
Oh, well, fatal, eh? Oh, that's damned good.
F-A-T-A-L, fatal, which very possibly may be fatal. I beseech you before I go, once more, to let me press the hand from which I have received nothing but kindnesses.
Nothing but kindnesses. Damn me, Becky, this is good.
I ask nothing but that we should not part in anger. Leave your property, dear aunt, as you will. I shall never complain. I would have you believe that I love you for yourself and not for money's sake.
It's magnificent. Quite magnificent.
Oh, isn't it?
Briggs, you are a fool. Don't you see? Rawdon never wrote a word of this.
But he...
Rawdon never wrote anything without asking for money. And all his letters are full of bad spelling and dashes and bad grammar. It is that little serpent of a governess who rules him. They're all alike, my relatives. They hanker for my money and they all want me dead.
Oh, I'm sure that isn't true.
Of course, I don't mind seeing Rawdon. The company I have to endure now is so terribly dull.
Oh, dear.
Provided there is no scene, why shouldn't Rawdon and I meet? But human patience has its limits, and I respectfully decline to receive Mrs. Rawdon. Well, write and tell him, Briggs.
Goodbye, Amelia. Goodbye. See you in Brussels. You know, Rawdon, I do believe she was getting a little jealous.
Oh?
Georgie enjoyed spending too much time with us.
Sure you don't mean with you?
It's you he gambles with.
Yes, and me he'll pay when he collects his mother's money.
Now, what did Briggs write exactly?
She said I'd better be waiting on the cliff alone when Briggs takes Auntie out in her chair for air tomorrow morning.
And so Rawdon and his aunt are reunited, and Miss Crawley holds out a couple of fingers to him with as smiling and good-humoured an air as if they had met only the day before. And Rawdon turns as red as scarlet, so great is his rapture and his confusion.
Dear nephew, how How delightful to see you once more.
And you, Auntie. Mom. And you. You know, the old girl has always acted like a trump to me, and I felt damned odd about it.
But what happened?
I walked by the side of her, her chair, and we talked about this and that.
And?
And we talked all the way back to her front door. And then old, whatever his name is, the butler, came to help her in. And I wanted to go in very much, but
But you didn't go in?
when it came to the point, I'm hanged if I wasn't afraid.
You ought to have gone in and never come out again, you fool!
Well, don't call me names. It's easy to be wise after the...
Oh, well, I suppose it can't be helped. But, Rawdon, you must
No, I'm sorry, my love, but I've had enough. I'm off to the billiard room.
Rawdon is getting very fat and old, Briggs. His nose has become red, and he's exceedingly coarse in appearance. His marriage to that woman has hopelessly vulgarised him.
Still, he was very affected by seeing you, Mum. And I'm sure when you remember that he is going to the field of danger...
How much money has he promised you, Briggs?
Oh, Mum, how can you think that your poor...
Oh, stop snivelling, woman. I want you to sit down, blow your nose, and write a letter to Captain Crawley.
Yes, Mum.
Dear sir, say you are desired by Miss Crawley, by Miss Crawley's medical man to state
Yes?
that my health is such that all strong emotions would be dangerous in my present delicate condition, and that I must decline any family discussions or interviews whatever. Thank him for coming to Brighton and beg him not to stay any longer on my account.
Anything else?
Yes, wish him bon voyage, and tell him if he takes the trouble to call on my lawyers, he'll find a communication there for him. That'll make him leave Brighton.
Very good, Mum.
Oh, and while you're about it, write a letter to Mrs. Bute Crawley and tell her she needn't to come back. I've had enough of her bullying. I won't be a slave in my own house.
Oh, there, Matilda.
They want me dead, all of them.
No.
They're only interested in my money. They all want me dead. They'd all kill me if they could.
No.
Back in London once more, Becky waits outside the offices of Miss Crawley's lawyers.
Well, what did they have to say?
By Jove, Becky. She's only given me £20.
£20? Just £20? Oh, Rawdon, if you could see your face.
It's not damned funny.
Oh, come on, Rawdon, cheer up. Brussels beckons. There'll be fortunes to be made or won or stolen. In the meantime, let us go and spend your inheritance. Let's be extravagant. On £20.
It is May 1815, and the gallant British regiments are being transported across the Channel to face the threat of Napoleon. Meanwhile, Mr. Joseph Sedley travels in an ordinary packet boat to Ostend, as escort to his newly married sister Amelia and the redoubtable Peggy O'Dowd. Major O'Dowd, it is said, goes in command of the regiment, and Peggy O'Dowd goes in command of him.
Are you not finding the sea a little rough, Mr. Sedley? You look on the greenish side. In fact, your face is becoming a match for your outfit.
No, Mrs. O'Dowd. I'm fine.
Well, as I was saying, my dear Amelia, it was my intention that your George should have married my own dear sister, Glorvina, who would have suited him entirely as a wife. But as he was engaged to yourself, why, I was determined to take you to my bosom and love you as one of the regimental family.
You've been very kind.
But then there's not a more united society in the service than ours. We all love each other. Even if that Mrs. Captain Majanus has the devil's tongue and would cheat her own mother at whist.
I suppose we all share the same worries and fears, don't we? What will happen when our dear husbands go out to fight?
But my dear Emmy, there's no need to be frightened on that score. The fact is, the Allies will be in Paris within 2 months, and then I'll take you to dine in the Palais Royal, my dear. I tell you, there's no infantry in France can stand against Russian infantry, and when it comes to generals, Boney can't hold a candle to the Duke of Wellington.
You're sounding quite the soldier, Mr. Sedley. Aren't we lucky to have you? And now I come to think of it, I must introduce you to my sister Glorvina.
Well, I'd be enchanted. Excuse me, I must go to my cabin.
Amelia is reunited with George in Brussels, which is one of the most brilliant little capitals in Europe. All the delights of Vanity Fair are on offer here, made more tempting because war is in the air.
Look, there's the Duke of Wellington, God bless him.
Oh, men! But who's that?
That's General Tufto. He's a cavalry commander. Fine figure of a man, but a terrible wig.
Devilish fine mount, though. And look, there's Rawdon. He's Tufto's aide-de-camp, remember? Do you see?
Oh, yes, I see.
And Becky, too, right in the middle of them. Oh, she's a fine horsewoman, damn it.
Yes.
Emmy, where are you going? Isn't it a comfort that Rebecca's come? You'll have her for a friend. We can get rid of that damned Irish woman.
Of course. Rebecca is one of my oldest friends. I'll be delighted to see her again.
That's the spirit.
In the event, relations are re-established from opposite sides of the Brussels Opera House, where Rebecca and her husband are sharing a box with General Tufto.
Becky, my love, there's Amelia, with a strange creature with a yellow thing in her turban.
That's Mrs. O'Dowd, I believe.
Who did you say that pretty little woman in white is?
Mrs. Amelia Osborne, General, and that handsome man by her side is her husband. Oh, look! Captain Osborne has noticed us. Shall we acknowledge him?
Whatever you wish, Becky.
In that case, we shall invite him over.
I'll go.
Rawdon?
George, good to see you. I believe I owe you your revenge at cards.
You do indeed.
Tell me, has your father come round yet?
Not yet.
But he will?
Oh, yes. You'll get your money. If I don't win it back off you first, that is.
Who can guess the luck of the cards, dear boy?
Entree? My dear Captain George, how good of you to come. General, this is my Captain George of whom you heard me talk.
Ah, yes. You didn't see much service in the late war, I believe, Captain George.
Well,
Not Captain George, you stupid man. Captain Osborne. So tell me, how is dearest Amelia? I needn't ask how pretty she looks, because it's plain even to the General. And there's your loyal but clumsy friend, Captain Dobbin, just like old times. Oh, my goodness, dear Mr. Joseph Sedley eating ice. Oh, he seems to enjoy it. General, why have we not had any ices?
Why didn't you say you wanted ices? Shall I go and fetch you some?
No, let me go. I entreat you.
Well?
You know, General, I think I should go to Amelia's box and greet the dear sweet girl. So, Captain George, will you give me your arm? Au revoir, General.
I don't think the General was very pleased.
It's not good for him to take me for granted. You know, Captain Georgie, I do believe marriage has made you handsomer. I could see the ladies' eyes devouring you from their boxes.
Should I return the compliment?
It's not a compliment, Captain Cupid. It's the truth. Amy! My dearest darling! Becky! Dear Captain Dobby. Dear Mr. Sedley. Oh, and look, I do believe we already have the attention of the General's opera glasses. Oh, Emmy, how delightful to see you.
And you, Becky, you're looking lovely.
Why, thank you.
George, that woman's a humbug. Last night she was definitely making eyes at you. Amelia was quite upset. What's her game?
Your trouble, William, is that you ain't a man of the world. She's the nicest little woman in England. And I admire the way she's got tufto round her little finger.
I'd almost feel sorry for her husband if he wasn't planning to fleece you again at play.
Why are you and Emmy so down upon the Crawleys? When, by God, they're easily the most entertaining people in this whole damn town.
You know, George, Emmy looks unwell, moping over that piano. When we were all together at Brighton, I did begin to think she was doing me the honour of being jealous.
Jealous? Of you and me?
Isn't it absurd? But then you see, when I first knew Amelia, she had so much, and I had nothing. And you, I recollect, stopped me marrying fat Mr. Joseph, though, of course, as it turns out, you did me the most immense favour.
I'm happy to oblige.
You're always obliging. Maybe she's scandalised because Rawdon and I and the General live together. But how could we, with our limited means, live at all without a friend to share expenses? And do you suppose Rawdon is not big enough to take care of my honour?
Does it need protecting?
Only from temptation, Captain Cupid. But enough.
On the 15th of June 1815, a ball is given by the Duchess of Richmond, destined to go down in history. Only the privileged gain admission, so George is mightily proud of gaining invitations for Amelia and himself.
Come on, Emmy. Don't look so scared.
But I don't know a single soul.
Dobbin will be here, and the Crawleys.
I think I'd like to sit down.
Look, there's a bench. There. Now you can amuse yourself, or watch the world go by if you wish.
But George,
Come on, Emmy, enjoy yourself. I intend to.
just so long as you don't go near the gaming tables.
Don't cling so. I'll see you anon.
Nobody notices Amelia's appearance, but Mrs. Rawdon Crawley's debut is particularly brilliant. She arrives very late, her face radiant and her dress perfection.
Amelia, my dear, why are you hiding away?
I don't know anybody.
Don't be absurd. But my dear, what has your hairdresser been up to, really? You should have asked my advice. And where is dear George?
I'm not sure.
Gambling, I expect. He's a wicked boy. I seem to see him everywhere. He's at all the parties. Why don't you come with him, you little careless creature, instead of moping at home with that Captain Dobbin? I dare say he's très aimable, but how could one love a man with feet of such size? Your husband's feet are darlings. He's quite my favourite partner.
Good evening again, Mrs. Crawley.
Where have you been, you wretch? Here's Emmy crying her eyes out for you.
Emmy, what have you been saying?
Becky, I know.
So, Captain, are you coming to fetch me for the quadrille?
If you'll honour me.
Of course. Emmy, my dear, will you look after my bouquet and shawl?
Amelia!
Captain Dobbin.
I saw you sitting alone, and I've taken the liberty of bringing you some refreshments. You're not upset?
No, there's nothing the matter, really. You don't dance?
Me? Oh, no.
All the same, I don't want to keep you from your friends.
Very well.
Oh, Rebecca's shawl and flowers still there?
They're on that bench.
She's going very soon. Here they are.
I'd like to go now, please.
Hang it, Emmy. The night's young.
Oh, here comes the gallant captain.
Your shawl, Mrs. Crawley, and your bouquet.
And there, among the flowers, coiled like a snake, is a note. Rebecca's eyes catch sight of it at once. She is used to dealing with such things.
I do believe you have added another bloom to my bouquet, Captain.
Then I hope you will savour it.
Becky!
But here is my husband. Good night, Captain, and sweet dreams.
From a distance, Amelia has only seen the public part of the bouquet scene. George's behaviour is no different from what it has been 20 times in the last few days. But now it is too much.
William!
What's the matter?
Take me home, please. I'm not well.
Of course, at once. Take my arm, this way.
George, meanwhile, heads for the tables. There he plays on, laughing loudly and wild with spirits. Sometime later, a pale and grave Dobbin finds him there.
Ah, it's Dob! Come and drink!
George, please don't drink any more.
Oh, rubbish. This is the most excellent champagne. Try it.
George, listen. The enemy is on the move and our left is already engaged. We are to march in 3 hours.
Wait, what?
You need to get home. To say goodbye to Emmy.
Dawn faintly streaks the sky as George sits down and writes to his father. Hope, remorse, ambition, tenderness and selfish regret fill his heart. He could die in hours.
In spite of all, your loving son, George.
Why has he disobeyed his father, who has always been so generous to him? And then Emmy. He has squandered all his little capital in a few weeks. If anything happened, what will be left for her? Why has he married her? Why has he treated her so badly?
George,
Emmy, I thought you were asleep.
I was trying to sleep. I didn't want to disturb you.
God bless you, Emmy. Have I been so very awful a husband?
George, what are you talking about?
We're about to march.
Oh, no. Not yet.
I was going to steal away and leave you a note. I wanted to tell you that I'm sorry. And if I come through this, I will return a better man. I have to go. Goodbye, Emmy.
Hold me for a moment. Be sure to come back to me, please.
I promise. Don't cry, please. Please.
The sound of the bugle is soon taken up throughout Brussels. It is answered by the drums of the infantry and the shrill pipes of the Scotch regiments. And so the whole city awakes to the sounds of preparations for battle. The English army is ready to march against Napoleon. The outcome is uncertain. The fates of nations are at stake. Meanwhile, Captain Rawdon Crawley takes leave of his wife in wholly characteristic fashion.
Now look here, Becky. You know I'm no coward, but I'm a pretty big target for a shot. If it brings me down, then I shall leave one and perhaps two behind me whom I shall wish to provide for, as I brought him into the scrape.
Well, as for two, of course it's possible.
I damn well hope so. A son and heir is what I've long wished for.
Oh, dearest Rawdon. You look so wonderful when you're trying to be solemn.
Well, this is cursed solemn. So, I've had a pretty good run of luck at the tables here, and here's £230. And I've got 10 Napoleons in my pocket. That's as much as I want. And if I'm hit, why, you know I cost you nothing.
So you keep saying.
By the way, I shan't take either of my horses. I'll ride the General's grey charger. It's cheaper. And I told him mine were both lame. If I'm done, those two ought to fetch you something.
Oh, don't worry, Rawdon. I can take care of myself. Just be sure to come back safely. You have to go.
Now, don't cry now. God bless you, Becky, and all that sort of thing.
All over the city, soldiers leave their wives and mistresses. For George Osborne, racked with guilt over his neglect of his wife, it is almost a relief to pull himself away from a weeping Amelia. As day breaks, Becky, schooled by experience, makes a full inventory of her material assets.
Dressing case, pins, rings, cashmere shawls, Leroy watch, present from Rawdon, Breguet watch, a present from dear General Tufto. I'm so glad I mentioned to them both that my own English watch was broken.
No man in the British Army, not the great Duke of Wellington himself, is more cool or collected in adversity than Mrs. Rawdon Crawley.
Ah, a draft for £20 on George Osborne's banker. Well, I did try to warn him against gambling with Rawdon. Maybe I should pay a visit to poor little Emmy. And on the way, make sure I get this draft cashed.
Dressed as neatly and smartly as usual, Becky goes across a city in turmoil to see her dear friend, Amelia Sedley. In the antechamber of her friend's residence, she finds Amelia's brother, Joseph.
Why, Mr. Joseph, how delightful to meet you.
Mrs. Crawley.
I hope you're not preparing to go and fight too.
No,
I ask because if you go, who will be left in Brussels to protect us poor women? And how cool and collected you look when everybody else is frightened.
After all, we are 3-1 against any force Boney can bring into the field. He shall be crushed.
I'm sure you're right. So how is our dear little Emmy? It must have been an awful, awful parting.
So I believe. But now I am here to protect her. And I don't need Captain Dobbin to lecture me on the subject.
Thank heaven your heart is true to your sister. Even though 2 years ago it was false to me.
It's not fair.
No, be calm. I do not bear any rancour at your betrayal. You may still come to make amends. Just tell me, where is Emmy?
She's in her bedroom.
Come in.
Dearest Amelia. Rebecca? What's the matter?
Why are you here? Haven't you done enough?
I only came to see if you were well, and...
How about you? Are you well? I dare say you are. You don't love your husband.
Emmy, I adore him. Rawdon is a dear.
No. I've seen how you are with him. So tell me, Rebecca, did I ever do you anything but kindness? When you were quite poor, who befriended you? You saw us in those happier days before George married me. I was all in all to him. Or would he have given up his fortune, his family, as he nobly did to make me happy?
I don't deny that, Emmy.
Then why did you come between my love and me?
Emmy, I never.
His love was everything to me. You knew it and wanted to rob me of it. For shame, Rebecca!
Amelia, I protest before God you go too far. I swear I have done my own husband no wrong.
Oh, yes, but have you done me no wrong? You did not succeed in seducing George, but you tried. Ask your heart if you did not. Yet George came back to me. I knew he would. I prayed that he would. I've had him for but 6 weeks, Rebecca. You might have spared me those, but no, from the very first day of our wedding you came and blighted it. So I suppose now you've come to see how unhappy I am.
Rebecca has never experienced such spirit and volubility from Amelia. She is silenced. She is even moved. But all the time she cannot stop thinking. Did Amelia see the note he gave me in my bouquet? Has she any notion how far things went?
We talked last night before George went away. He sat there on that very sofa. No, don't touch it. My arms were round his neck, and we prayed the Our Father, and he promised to come back to me.
He will come back, my dear.
He will. I know he will. Look. This is his sash. Isn't it a pretty colour? Go now, Rebecca, please.
How do you find her?
There should be somebody with her. Maybe I should talk to Mrs. Major O'Dowd.
Would you? What's that?
Well, I may be wrong, but it sounds to me like cannon.
Cannon? Whose cannon? Where?
I'm sure we'll find out in due course. We're but a few miles from a battlefield.
Yes.
Presently it seems as if the whole population of Brussels has rushed into the streets, and there Jos Sedley, desperate for news, joins them. The field that is to be Waterloo is, after all, but a dozen miles from the city. Joseph returns home to find Peggy O'Dowd by the side of a sleeping Amelia.
Mrs. O'Dowd, hadn't you better get Amelia ready?
Why? Are you going to take her out for a walk?
I'm off to Ghent. Everybody's going. Don't you know what they're saying? Emmy, wake up!
Are you there?
There, my dear.
Listen, both of you. Napoleon has cut the Allied armies in two, and he's marching straight on Brussels. He will overpower the English and be here tonight. I can feel my Belgian servants eyeing me as if I was already soup. We must start in half an hour.
I'm sorry, but I don't move till my husband, the Major, tells me to. You don't. You may go if you like, Mr. Sedley, but Faith, Amelia and I stop here.
Joseph?
Amelia, listen to me. Are you coming?
Peggy speaks for me. I won't move until George returns.
With the arrival of the French expected hourly, people flee, and horses and carriages are in desperately short supply. Joseph contemplates escape on foot, but even fear cannot render that ponderous body so active. Finally, he seeks assistance from one of the few people left in Brussels with 2 good horses to their name, Mrs. Rawdon Crawley.
Why, Mr. Sedley, how good to see you again. I've just been speaking to dear Lady Bareacres.
Yes?
You can imagine how much it upset me to refuse my mounts to a woman who has always ignored me. Poor Lady Bareacres, not to be able to get horses and have all those diamonds sewed in the carriage cushions.
But you still have horses.
Oh, yes, but they were never in harness. Bullfinch would kick the carriage to pieces if you put him in the traces.
But is he quiet enough to ride?
As quiet as a lamb and as fast as a hare.
Do you think he's up to my weight?
With or without your sister?
She refuses to leave.
Well, the fact is, I will sell both or neither. But they were left to me by my dear husband, who instructed me as a matter of duty to get the best price I could.
I'll pay anything.
So you'll match Lady Bareacres' offer and more?
Yes. But what about you? Aren't you leaving?
If the French do come, what can they do to a poor officer's widow? Particularly one who speaks French.
Mrs. O'Dowd! Mrs. O'Dowd!
Why, it's Tom. Tom Stubble?
A feeble voice calls to Peggy O'Dowd from the straw of a cart laden with wounded. Ensign Stubble, who had marched out of Brussels so gallantly 24 hours before, has fallen, speared by a French lancer, but still bravely holding the regimental flag. Amelia and Peggy watch in turns. Amelia is desperate for news, but knows better than to pester the wounded lad.
You see, we all thought Major O'Dowd was gone when his horse was shot from under him during the charge, but when we got back, he was there, seated on the carcass, drinking from his flask of whiskey. But it was Captain Dobbin who cut down the lancer who speared me. Even though he was wounded himself, he made sure I was sent back here. And he made sure I was to tell you, Mrs. Osborne, that your husband was unhurt and well. There's not another officer in the army like Captain Dobbin.
Yes, but you're sure Captain Osborne is safe?
Oh, yes.
I can't stand it anymore, Emmy. You must come with me.
Without my husband, Joseph. And with Tom here needs nursing.
So you won't come?
No, I can't. I won't.
Goodbye, then.
All the day, from morning till past sunset, the cannon never ceased to roar. The population of Brussels waits in fearful suspense. Then, when it is beginning to get dark, all of a sudden, the cannonading stops. As Tom Stubble falls into exhausted sleep, Amelia starts to pray for George.
Lord, he was alive yesterday. He promised to return. Lord, bring him back safely.
Against expectation, there has been a famous victory. The French are pursued from the field. But, while darkness comes down on the field and city, and Amelia prays, George is lying on his face, dead, with a bullet through his heart.